Welcome to WeLearn, Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 11, Small Scale Sector. Topics which we are going to cover in this session are Introduction, Significance and Growth of Small Scale Sector, Problems of Small Scale Sector, Institutional Framework for Small Scale Industry, Government Policy towards Small Scale Industries. Coming towards the introduction. The small scale sector, that is SSS, plays a significant role in our economy. It has a high potential for generating employment, contribution to industrial production, and dispersal of units to rural and backward areas. It also helps in promoting entrepreneurship and earning foreign exchange. This is the reason why small scale sector has been accorded an important position in the successive industrial policy formulations and the 5-year plans. Next topic is significance and growth of small scale sectors. So first, coming towards the definition of small scale industries. So the small scale industrial unit is defined in terms of initial investment in plants and machinery, whether held in ownership terms or by lease or by hire purchase. Next is significance. What is the significance of small scale industries? This sector plays a very important role in our industrial economy because of its low capital intensity and the capacity of earning foreign exchange for the country. They provide immediate large scale employment. They offer a method of ensuring a more equitable distribution of the national income, and they facilitate an effective mobilization of the resource of capital. Some of the main problems that unplanned urbanization tend to create will be avoided by the establishment of small centers of industrial production all over the country. So there are some favors which are given by industrial policy resolution towards the small scale industries. These are the employment argument. It is based on the assumption that small enterprises are labor intensive and thus create more employment per unit of capital employed. A developing economy is characterized by high incidence of unemployment, and therefore small enterprise which help to enlarge the volume of employment with scarce capital should be encouraged. Next is the equity argument. It suggests that the income generated in the large number of small enterprises is dispersed more widely than income generated in a few large enterprises. Thus, small scale industries will not lead to equitable distribution but reduce the concentration of economic power as well. Number 3 is the latent resource argument. This argument suggests that small enterprises are capable of tapping latent and unutilized resources. Small enterprise encourage the growth of a class of small entrepreneur which is more dynamic and efficient, and small enterprise are able to bring idle saving in productive use. Next favor is the decentralization argument. Large-scale industries are mostly concentrated in metropolitan cities. It is therefore necessary to prevent congestion in large cities. Smaller towns and remote villages should also benefit from modern industrialization. This is possible by setting up small enterprises and promoting industrial growth in semi-urban and rural areas. Next is the significance and growth of small-scale sector. Now coming towards the growth. The small-scale sector has witnessed a phenomenal growth in the post-independence period, and today it has emerged as a prominent sector in our country. Growth in the small-scale sector can be measured in terms of following criteria. These are: number 1, industrial units; number 2, production; number 3, employment; number 4, capital investment; and last is exports. Now coming towards the problems of small scale sector. The main problem which a small scale sector faces are availability of raw materials, problem of finance, problem of marketing, shortage of power, problem of technical assistance. So the first problem is availability of raw material. Scarcity of raw material is one of the major problems faced by the small scale industry. This means a waste of productive capacity for the economy and a loss to the unit. Many small scale industries use imported raw material, whether there is a difficulty in obtaining this raw material either on account of foreign exchange, shortage, or some other reason. These industries have to suffer a setback. The second problem is problem of finance. Under this, inadequate agreement for finance and credit is the main obstacle in the development of small scale units. Considering the vital role of small industries in our industrial economy, the total amount of loans guaranteed to small industries form a very small part of the total loans to Indian industry. Next problem is problem of marketing. Marketing constraint is another major problem being faced by small scale industries. In the absence of any marketing organization, most of these industries are forced to restrict their sales to the local market only. Since they cannot draw customers from distant market, they are compelled to restrict their sales of operation. Because of the lack of demand, they have to face shortage of working capital and financial resources, which often forces them to sell their products at lower price. Next shortage is storage of parts. The small producers are the most affected by the problem of shortage of parts. Due to non-availability of cheap power, to small scale industries are not able to fully utilize their capacity. These industries have to manage within the available means, as they cannot afford to have their own power units, which involve heavy cost. The last problem is problem of technical assistance. Low level of technology and shortage of trained and experienced supervisor personnel have hampered the development of small scale industries. Next is institutional framework for small scale industries. Institutional networks are created for the promotion and growth of small scale industries. These institutions are spread at different levels, and these levels are national level, state level, and district level, to look after different aspects of development programs. So coming towards the very first, that is national level institutions. There are several national level institutes. These are Small Industry Development Organization, that is SIDO. Next is National Small Industry Corporation, that is NSIC. And the last is National Institute of Small Industry Extension Training, that is NISIET. So coming towards the Small Industries Development Organization, its branches and extension centers provides the following services. These services are provide technical and managerial consultancy to existing and potential small entrepreneurs, organize training programs on technical and managerial issues. Number 3, make techno-economic survey in select areas and industries to identify new industrial opportunities. Number 4, conduct entrepreneurship development program to motivate new entrepreneurs. Number 5, promote common facility service and vocational trainings. And number 6 is prepare reports for modernization of select unit in select institutions. Coming towards the next, that is National Small Industries Corporation, that is NSIC. It supplies machinery to small enterprise on hire purchase basis. Its other function includes promotion of schemes for supplying raw material and components to SSI and provide marketing and export assistance. The last is National Institute of Small Industry Extension Training. It conducts training programs in the area of development, promotion and management for small, rural and urban industries. Preparation of feasibility reports, project reports, training methods, etc. are taught during this training. The institute's services are utilized for consultancy by central and state government departments in their program for small industry development. Two more institutions are there in national level institutes, those are National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, that is NIESBUD, and the second one is Small Industry Development Rank of India, SIDBI. These institutions both work for the development of small scale industry in the country and out of the country. Next is state level infrastructure. At the state level, Directorate of Industries is the apex body of coordinating and implementing various programs for small industry development. The Small Industry Development Corporation plays a major role through the provision of industrial service. The State Financial Corporation met the term loan requirement of the small industries. These have branches in most of the districts in each state. Next are the district level centers. District Industry Center program was launched in 1978 to provide different services and support to village and small entrepreneur under one roof. Next are the government policy towards small-scale industries. Industrial policy for small-scale industry are: the IPR 1956 stressed the role of SSI and re-emphasized the small-scale industry provides immediate large-scale employment. It states that small-scale industry offer a method of ensuring more equitable distribution of national income and facilitate an effective mobilization of resources. The program was launched with two objectives. Those objectives are: number 1, promotion of modern small industry through provision of various infrastructural facilities and economic incentives, and number 2, dispersal of institutes or industries away from metropolitan cities through suitable location of industrial estate in rural as well as in semi-urban cities. Next are the new policies which are formed by the government for the small industries in 1991. The main feature of the new policy are: number 1, to allow equity appreciation up to 24% by other industrial undertakings including foreign companies. Number 2, to encourage complementary in production programs of large and small enterprise. Number 3, to accord priority to small and tiny sectors in allocation of indigenous raw material. Next is to provide easier access to institutional finance. Number 5, to recognize SIDO, that is Small Scale Industrial Development Organization, as the noble agency to support small scale industry in export promotion. Next is to encourage scale of small scale industry product under common brand name. Next is to widen the scope of National Equity Fund, to enlarge the single window loan, to allow private industry to set up industrial estate, to recognize service sector as tiny sector. Next are different programs for the promotion of small scale industries are: number 1, reservation of items for production. The policy of reserving certain products like exclusively for the small scale sector was introduced in 1967 with 47 products. Next is reservation of items for exclusive purchasing for the small scale sector. This policy reserves 410 items for exclusive purchasing by the government. The needs of government department for these 410 items have to be met by purchase from the small scale industries. Next is incentives and backward area. The general government has provided several incentives to enable entrepreneur to establish industrial undertaking in backward area. Central excise duty exemption, ancillary development sub-coordinating exchange, marketing assistance, export promotion, raw material import and economic information. So following are the questions which are based on this session. These are: what is the difference between small scale industry and next is state the different criteria for measuring the growth in the small scale sector, and the last is list out the problems of small scale sector. So these are based on this session. Thank you. Happy learning. We learning.